everyone, it's me again. I'm Lena and I'm from the Healthcare Landscape Group. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my first day edition, which is on progress week 74. Now in this video, I'm going to talk about just my self-reflection over the past week, what do I think about my performances and those kinds of things. So let's get started on my first part. The first part that I have is what have I learned. Last week, I have learned about what are teamwork skills. I have reviewed about what is teamwork skills, how can I improve my teamwork skills, and some of the examples of teamwork skills in my life, in my daily life, and also in the healthcare field. Next, we reviewed on percentages, decimals, and fractions, in which I learned about I learned how to solve some of the problems related to the applications of math in healthcare. And yeah, those are the things that I have learned last week. The next part is the goals that I have set for myself. Well, the goals that I set for myself is firstly send in the feedback on time. Use my schedule, stick to my schedule strictly, and send in the feedback on time. The next goal is make my writing more related and more detailed and more related to my main work. So that is my second goal. Nextly, I'm going to talk about my improvements. The improvements that I have this week is firstly sending in the instruction. I have sent in the instruction, but I need to send it on time so that my members could have more time to prepare for what they are going to prepare for their work. Next is making the meeting more interesting. I have added an activity in the meeting called Guess the Healthcare Provider, in which I give some pictures that give Kennedy a hint of what that healthcare professional is. And along the way, Kennedy also learned some widen her vocabulary range by learning about some new vocabulary terms of the healthcare professionals, some jobs like pediatric nurse, psychologist, therapist, things like that. And that is my second improvement. My third improvement is sending all of the works on time. I've sent in all of the works on time without missing anything. And those are my improvements this week. Nextly, the next part I want to talk about is the discussion in this week's meeting. So there are three main areas of discussion. The first one is self-reflection, the second one is math and healthcare, and the third one is the main work. For the self-reflection, we talked about our goals, our improvements, our self-reflection, things like that. Next is the math in healthcare, where we just reviewed about the third day edition, the problems in it, and how we can improve. We gave each other suggestions on how can we improve our DE3. Lastly, we talked about our main work, in which I've also added an activity of what I said before, some examples. We talked about some examples of teamwork, ways to improve teamwork, and how to be a good team member. And yeah, that is the discussion in the meeting. Finally, I'm going to talk about the works next week. The works next week, as usual, we have the DE1, which is the progress week 74, the DE2, which is the long-term goal setting, as well as the main video as well. And lastly, for our DE3, we're going to have percentages, decimals, and fractions part 2. And we're going to continue on this topic until we think that we're ready to move on to another topic. So those are all the things I have to say for my D1 this week. I hope that you review some of the things you have learned this week. And yeah, thank you for listening to my video, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye!